Thank you, sir.
First musical that I was ever taught in high school was Pacific Overtures. And until then, it had never even occurred to me that people who looked like me could be in a musical, let alone be the ones telling the story about whom the story, revolved. And so when I finally got to meet Alvin in 2005 with the Broadway revival of Pacific Overtures, I was just flabbergasted and in awe. And he couldn't have been sweeter and more down to earth. And he reminded me so much that I've had so many models of people who are famous, who are not famous. I've always considered myself just a worker bee and just somebody who was lucky enough in this business to get to choose the kinds of projects that I wanted to do. It meant that I could be poor a lot of the time, but that didn't matter to me as long as I was only working on shows that were saying something that I wanted to say at any given moment. And I feel incredibly fortunate. People like Alvin didn't have that luxury all the time. Isn't it interesting that it is still unusual, historic, groundbreaking to tell an Asian American story on Broadway? And to tell it at a time when this country is wrestling with its identity, with who gets to be American, who gets to say who gets to be American. I think David was really proud of the fact that he brought his father, an immigrant who believed so much in what this country stands for, freedom and inclusion and justice, and we are not there right now. And we're living in challenging times where we're being asked whether we still value those things that we always assumed make us American. And David brought to us a story with the incredible direction of Lee Silverman of somebody who had an answer to that question. And it was an affirmative, enthusiastic yes, that it matters. David's father knew that this wasn't a perfect country, but he knew that we were getting closer. Yay! There's another historic win right there. Oh my God. Woo! One of the most amazing things about this award season has been coming into rooms like this and meeting people that I admire and just fangirling over them and getting to chat with them a little bit about, life, not just in the theater, but our lives, because we make ourselves so vulnerable on stage. It's hard not to be really affected by what's going on in the country right now.